Hello, everyone. This is Anthony Lewis with Dog Trading Secrets They Don't Want You to Know, the presentation. And let's get right into it. And you're going to find out a lot about dog training and the truth about dog training today. So, who is this for? This is for any dog owner who either has a brand new dog or puppy, or you guys have owned dogs in the past, and they're, from anywhere from months to years old, and you've been living with a problem dog, and you want to be able to eliminate their worst behavior in minutes and have the perfect dog without using any treats. This goes for any behavior, any age, any issue. Sometimes in minutes this can happen. And it's actually more common to relieve a problem behavior in minutes more than days. It's usually minutes because dogs live in the now. And I'll go over that in the next couple slides, what I mean by that. If you want to have the perfect dog, we see every once in a while that listens to you in all situations the first time you speak and you can trust in a matter of weeks using this mother-dog communication method. Of course, it requires 0 treats, okay? This is for people that want that dog that listens to you the first time you call, that dog you can trust in all situations, that family dog you can take to functions and not be embarrassed by, that dream dog you see that walks by every once in a while, that dog that you wish you had. That's the goal with this here. So in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to give you a foolproof method of training your perfect dog in weeks, even if you've tried everything and nothing seemed to work. How to see positive results and shocking transformations on the first session without having to wait months or even years with little to show. And that's the case with a lot of people we hear from. They've tried everything. They've went to local trainers. They've bought everything online. They've watched all these YouTube videos, free YouTube videos that are designed to confuse you. And with no results, or maybe very little results. But when you get in the real world and you see your dog in real life situations, it all goes out the window. So we're going to go over this in the next 30 minutes, exact step-by-step process to have your perfect dog in the next 3 to 4 weeks, or less if you're really dedicated. Now, if this seems impossible right now, and even if you feel you have the worst dog ever, just watch and see, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And also, we're going to go over why treats get in the way of good dog training. And why if you're using treats, you'll never have the dog's full potential. I'll go over that in the next couple slides here. Also, the secret seminar that changed everything for dog owners, we'll go over that. Why your dog doesn't listen to you right now, and if it does, probably not more than 75% of the time, and why that is. And how anyone can do this, and why it's a necessary skill for all dog owners. It's only fair. Think about it. If you're a dog owner, you have to have the skill. You're owning a dog. It's not like you're pawning it off on the dog trainer forever. You need to have this skill. Okay? Does this sound like you? Is your dog not living up to the potential you had in mind when you originally bought the dog? Does your dog drive you crazy? It's not even sometimes, most of the time. Especially during this time, people are at home with their dogs and they're seeing the worst of their dog come out. Does your dog bark? Does your dog pull on the leash? Does your dog bolt away on you and run away when you open the door? Or even, bolt away on you if that leash were to drop? Does your dog beg at the table? Does your dog growl or show aggression towards visitors or anybody? The mailman? That's serious, especially if you're having kids. If your dog has any aggression, you have to be careful there. Does your dog embarrass you in any way? Some people can't even walk their dogs because of embarrassment. Some dogs can't even have their dogs out when company's over if they lock their dog away. Do anything? Now, there's many more. I'm sure there's things right now you're thinking, oh, what about this? What about that? We address them all, and we've seen them all. We've helped thousands of people. Now, are you someone who's told that you need to use treats to train your dog and spend countless hours and repetitions? That's a lie. We'll go over that as well. Have you read countless books, read online, watched all the videos, or hired local trainers with limited success? Do you ever see other dogs around, those rare dogs, and say, I wish my dog was like that? If so, deep down, do you believe your dog is capable of so much more, but you just don't know how to achieve it? You can with the right system, okay? You're at point A right now, and you want to be to point B. This is what you need a way to bridge that gap, okay? And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Here's the real issue. You haven't actually made a shift yet. You're still stuck in the old rut. You may feel discouraged, like there's nothing you can do. Well, that's the case when you use treat training. You may not have had time up until now. Maybe you've been working all the time. Maybe you finally just had time to see the fullness of your dog's issues. And you really never had a step-by-step plan to get you there, one that's actually proven to work. All right, and if you have, guess what? The system failed you in the past. And it wasn't you that was failed. It was a system that failed you. So you need an infallible system also on your side. Once you have that, you'll have that complete trust in your dog. Okay? Trust, look, in social situations, trust around your kids. Trust that your dog won't run off on you. Trust that your dog, is going to listen to you on the first time you ask and the first time you call. You'll have the perfect dog you've always dreamed of quicker than you ever thought possible. And guess what? You never had a step-by-step plan to get you there, okay? You realize that invisible barrier was never there to begin with. All of these things in the way here, that why you don't have the perfect dog, were never really there to begin with. You never really needed that local dog trainer to train your dog for you. Well, think about that for a second. If you just get lazy and pawn it off to a local dog trainer and send it off and have somebody come and it's to save the day, why did you even get a dog in the first place? This is a lifelong skill. It's like having a kid. It's like having a kid and pawning it off and sending it away forever and expecting that kid to bond to you and want to be with you. No, that kid's going to want to be with the person training it. You want your dog to bond to you and have that perfect dog, trustworthy dog. That's why you got a dog. So you need to have that skill. And it turns out it's not that hard. But it's a skill everybody must have, and that's the goal with this. Realize that having a trainer do it for you will never be a long-term solution. The long-term solution is having this skill, and that's the goal with this. I want to empower everybody, all dog owners. If you're going to own a dog, do the right thing and have the skill and give the most fulfillment to that dog and yourself. A little bit about me. I'm the creator of Dog Training Secrets They Don't Want You to Know. Thousands of people have applied the program with amazing, I don't know if you may have seen the amazing testimonials we've done online. We've helped thousands of dog owners transform their dogs faster than they ever imagined, long-term success. And we probably have one of the largest documented dog transformational success rates on the planet. If you can find somebody with a success rate like us, please let me know. I'm known as a dog trainer of dog trainers. There's smart few out there who don't have so much of an ego in the industry and they need some help and they realize, okay, this treat training isn't working. They come to me and we solve their dog issues, okay? I specialize, again, in empowering dog owners to see that they can learn this very simple skill and you'll never need another dog trainer ever again once you have this simple skill. You can learn it in a couple days, sometimes a day if you're really dedicated, and you'll never need it again. You'll never need another dog trainer, never need to look for anything else ever. It's a one-stop. It'll solve everything. Once you got the answer, it'll solve everything. Now, it's about making the shift. Realize there's a slow way, which is good for the dog training industry, but it's not good for you or your dog, okay? It's a slow way. Think about that. The slow way is better for business, and it makes local dog trainers more money. Why? It's slow. You're going to be there longer. You're going to have to go to more sessions. You're going to have to bring all your dogs there. When you get a new dog, when a new thing comes up, bring it here. Do another class. Do another group class. Do another, advanced level 3, advanced level 4. Slow way to get there is better for business, okay? But the best, most efficient way is better for you and for the dog. All right, I'm going to walk you through a simple shift now. But before we do that, the slow way. The slow way is the way 99% of local dog trainers, even what you see online or what will tell you. It's using the politically correct version of real dog training, which sounds nice and appeals to human emotions. So they want to talk about gentle. They talk about treats. They talk about always saying yes. The most gentlest of devices when really those devices are not gentle. They're giving you all this stuff that sounds good to appeal to your human emotions. Problem is it doesn't work. Treats maybe work for marine animals. That's where they base it off of, this treat training. Reward-based food training. It may work for marine animals, dolphins and whales. Doesn't work on dogs. You know that. If you've tried treat training, you know it doesn't work. It may work for a little bit. But guess what? That's a dog performing for you for a bribe. It's not actually bonding to you and loving you and wanting to do what you want it to do. And then I'm not going to go too much more on the problem. You guys know, if you've tried treat training, you know it doesn't work long term. And when the treat's not there, guess what? The dog will bolt off the street and chase the cat and get hit by a car. Getting hit by a car and bolting is the leading cause of dog death. So there needs to be a better way. Now, the efficient way that works best is the faster, more efficient way, which the dog understands at its basic level, okay? Dogs live in the now. Things happen quick for them, okay? Think about this as to why this is. Mother dogs weaning their puppies off the nipple, okay? When the mother is weaning the puppies off, imagine if it took months to wean the puppies off the nipple with their teeth growing so rapidly. What would happen if it took months to wean the puppies off her nipple? They'd start chewing into her and bleeding. I mean, cutting her open. It would be a bloodbath if the mother couldn't wean the puppies off within minutes. Okay, and if you ever watch that, if you ever had a chance to watch a mother dog wean the puppies, it happens in minutes at most a day. It has to, by nature, it has to happen that way. Okay, it has to happen quickly and efficient. They're trained at a young age for behavior change to happen quick. Turns out this is the long-term solution as well, okay? After studying thousands of hours of watching mother dogs interact with their puppies, this is what we've come up with, okay? It's just the way it works. Here's a quick example, and I'm going to do a little bit of reading here for you off the screen, and I'll kind of add in my own points, but here's a great little example. You're going to want to pay attention here and pay very close attention. Now, I was a total skeptic in the beginning. Not only had I grown up with dogs, but after 19 years of being involved in dog training, I thought I knew it all, okay? I didn't believe when my grandfather, a 76-year-old master dog trainer who owned a dog facility in Italy, told me to stop using treats. Treats was all the rage at this time, right? Instead of treats, my grandfather said I could get a far better trained dog with a simple mother-dog communication method. I'm like, okay, what's that? You got my attention here. At first, I was a bit doubtful, but I couldn't shake the feeling that my grandfather was right, because look, my dogs they're decent, but they weren't perfect. After all, this method that my grandfather mentioned to me had trained well over 50,000 dogs with a 99% success rate. He corrected any dog's worst behavior in under 3 hours, okay? And he started in the mid-1900s, long before treats. So, I mean, you can't argue with success. So, I decided to administer this mother dog technique he'd shown me. I had learned it on my own dog a couple of times, and I've applied it throughout the day on one of these, primary issues I just couldn't seem to kick. And it was amazing, just 7 days. Not only was that behavior gone, but I had my 6-month-old dog go from rarely listening to me, completely, ignoring me, to fully off-leash trained. Okay, a 6-month-old dog. You may have seen the video on that. Zeus, is a perfect example of a young dog being fully off-leash trained. Okay, so it happens over and over. Again, look at my dog Zeus, one of my dogs, off-leash trained. He's about 4 or 5 months old in that video, and people are astonished that they don't believe, like, how is this real? Is that a robot? No, it's a real dog, and your dog can do it too, okay? So I then used that technique on my parents' 12-year-old dog. Again, 12-year-old dog with amazing results. This dog's lifelong excessive barking was completely eradicated in a matter of hours, despite the fact that none of the countless things we've tried before worked. Another unexpected benefit I got was the bond I built with my dogs increased so significantly that I actually enjoyed owning a dog again, being around dogs again. Fast forward to today, many top dog trainers call me the world's greatest dog trainer. Why? Each day I receive phone calls from people just like you. On my dog training hotline, you can call it if you really want to talk to me, 1-800-677-1873. I do answer the phone. People call me every day. We speak for about a half hour about my secret method. Then by the end of the day, they have a well-behaved dog after they apply it. All right, it's not magic. You can't just hear it and then just magically it happens. You have to apply the method as well, okay? Take some work. Most of the dog issues, like I said, it takes some work. It's an easy process, but it takes work. It takes time. It takes commitment. Most of the dog issues people have can be fixed in about 10 to 15 minutes of you applying it. Sometimes in 10-15 minutes all at once, in one day the dog's transformed. Sometimes it takes 1 to 3 days, okay? We don't use treats. I don't harm the dog. I just use my 1-minute technique a couple times on the dog. I apply it throughout the day, and the same shock and change happens every time. What does this have to do with you? Well, let me again set the stage, okay? Several years ago, I put 9 people in a room with their dogs at a premium price point. These were serious people, okay? And I began to teach them my unique approach to dog training. Only one person in the room had owned a dog before, and he didn't have a well-behaved dog, okay? The others in the room were first-time dog owners, so they're actually easier to work with because they don't have a bunch of crap in their mind and ideas. So they've never owned a dog before. Nevertheless, I promised these people 3 important things. 1, dog training is easy with this method. It's not hard work, but it does take work. I can teach you how to train your own dog within 3 hours. You'll have the perfect dog if you do what I say. They were scared to death when we started, though. But 3 hours later, what happened? Well, when this workshop began, the attendees were scared. Why? They heard me say that I could teach them how to train their dog in 3 hours. They heard me say it was easy, and they heard me say they could have the perfect dog with this extraordinary skill. But they didn't believe me at first. Why should they? After all, today, you've been brainwashed repeatedly, told that it takes thousands of hours and repetitions. Yes, with treats, thousands of hours just to reach a level of competency as a dog owner. This is true for most people, again, using treat training. It's not true, however, for me and my clients. And there are a number of important reasons why, and those reasons were precisely what I was going to download in their minds of these 9 people attending the workshop. Firstly, I had to override an erroneous belief that training a dog is hard, and they could learn this highly desirable skill inside of 3 hours. You can learn it within the day, all right? But you have to apply it as well. You can learn it very quickly. Secondly, my guarantee was fix your dog's worst issue during the seminar time or pay nothing. I had to be able to teach them the skill. Then on top of that, you have to go out and apply it on their dogs to see results quickly. Here's what happened. Everyone there got very, very good at communicating with their dog by noon, again, in a couple hours. In fact, they were so good, I told them I'd just end the seminar right then and there, and they would have gotten the full value, and everyone agreed. Look, they could have just took it from there and applied it on their dog in their own time. But I wanted to kind of hand-hold them and take them through it. So by the end of the 3 hours, everyone's worst dog behavior was eliminated. 8 others began training their dogs as shown, and they had their dogs off-leash trained in about 7 days. The 9th person took a little over 3 weeks to have the perfectly off-leash trained dog because of an extremely busy work schedule. They just didn't dedicate the time daily, okay? One woman ended up becoming a dog trainer mostly because of the very method I taught at this event. Here's the bottom line, okay? Look, getting 8 out of 9 people to have a perfectly trained dog in 7 days with a skill they learned in a matter of hours is pretty good, don't you think? It's a pretty good batting average. But here's the bottom line. I know I can teach the skills required to train your dog no matter the age or breed. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of dog owners that could use this much needed skill, especially when they understand that it is easy to apply. But if they can do it, you can do it, okay? It's just a skill, it's knowledge. If you can read, you can do this, okay? If you can watch and hear, you can do this. If you can see, you can do this. I know I can teach you my method for training your old dog, as every responsible dog owner should know. I know I can have you training your dog, even if you've never owned a dog before, even if you think you don't have the talent or skill. Last of all, remember, this is dog training. This isn't teaching piano. This is very simple stuff. But it's about timing and knowing exactly when to do it, and that's what we're going to help you with. Last of all, in knowing, again, the specific skill and when to do it. And again, you just need to know it, watch it, and then apply it. Last of all, there's something important that I've been telling clients recently, again, over the phone or in person, and I'll tell you now this. If you can speak, I can teach you how to train your dog in record time, and it's that simple. Let's just go over the bottom line here. Get help. Let my program guide you along the way. One of the best ways to find success is to invest in help. You wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't be watching this right now if you had the perfect dog. So let's face it, the fact that you're watching it shows me that if you're at this point in the presentation, you need help. It's okay though. I mean, everybody needs help in some areas. You're probably better than me in an area of life that you're expert in. I happen to be good at dog training and helping people get a lifelong skill. So one of the best ways to find success is to invest in some help to get you where you want to be without having to struggle and figure it out on your own. Don't do it alone. Invest in somebody to help you. I mean, coaching like this brings two things: new ideas and accountability. Okay, you already know you already have new ideas in your head right now that wouldn't have been there if you didn't watch this presentation today. Think about it. You have some new. Oh, okay, this sounds good. That you have new ideas in your head. So that's one thing we can bring you. And accountability is very important. That's keeping you on track. Yeah, you have to be self-motivated, but it's nice to have somebody there to kind of just push you with something, or you have a question on something, and we're there for that. It's unlimited coaching as well we give you, okay, during the time. Here's how it works. Everybody leaves out the mindset of it. So it's the most important thing. So your beliefs about what's possible for your dog and your beliefs. Here's another thing about mindset. Your dog is a body language psychology expert. There's service dogs, there's police dogs, there's all sorts of dogs, therapy dogs that are there to help people. So there's dogs that know when you're about to faint. There's dogs that know when you're about to have a seizure. There's dogs that know when your blood pressure goes up. They know this by the changes that go in your body, whether it's your body language or hormonal changes that they can sniff out. And they can tell by your body language. You can sense when there's fear. They can smell the cortisol go up. All this has to do with your mindset as well. First, about working with your dog and in your beliefs on what's possible with your dog and guiding you along there. The mindset's very important with dog training especially, okay, and your psychology and your body language. Next, we go over your actions, what you actually do along the way, the step-by-step process, and then your outcomes. Again, having the perfect dog with your happiness and your dog's happiness. How much change but think about it though, how much change have you really seen in your dog the last month? trying it, doing the things on your own with these local, or even trying local dog trainers. How is that working for you? Okay, how happy are you with your dog right now? Again, you wouldn't be this far here if you were totally satisfied or totally happy. If you're not happy with the results, you need a new mindset, a new system, and accountability. That's just the bottom line, okay? So now you have a choice. We have gone through everything, and now you either are serious or you're not. Are you all in and ready to transform your dog? Make a decision. Do you want a better dog or don't you? Is your dog a priority? Do you want to have that good family dog? Do you want your dog to trust your dog around your children? Do you want to have people, looking at you and being, oh my God, how do you have a dog like that? Do you want to have that great dog? Are you truly ready for it? Think about it. Ask yourself that question. Do I want a good dog, or am I just, bull crapping myself? Again, don't even do it for yourself. Do you want your dog to be happy long term? Okay, here's something I don't usually talk about, but all my dogs live into their late teens because we remove all the stress. Do you want your dog around longer? This is by no means scientific, but something we've noticed is when you train your dog in the way I show you, you remove the stress, and when we all know, everyone knows when you remove stress, you can enhance your lifespan. So all my dogs live into their late teens, and I believe it's due to this training. So that's another unexpected benefit. So how can I help you? All right. I've set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak with you personally on how to apply these ideas and get your perfect dog in a matter of weeks. Only problem is only 10 slots left. I can't help everybody one-on-one. I dedicate it to the serious people. We can't help hundreds of people, or else the quality will go down, right? It can only work with so many people. Whatever your biggest dog issues are, we have seen it, okay? We know how to overcome it. We will help you on that. Who is this for? You need to be ready to work on your dog and fully eliminate those bad behaviors once and for all, and be ready to have the perfect dog starting now. Not procrastinating next week or next year, but now. All right? There's many people wanting this help. Are you one of them? The commitment to start working on this today is what we're looking for. You must expect the best and the highest quality out of your dog, and you want to have that perfect dog that you and your family deserves. That dream why did you buy a dog? You bought it to enhance your life, not to hurt your life. So you must expect the best for your dog and realize this is a premium service. We're one of the only places that can really guarantee results. We guarantee the highest level of results. We guarantee you're going to see positive results if you apply and you actually do what we're saying. You must be fed up with the old approach, the treat training approach. Okay, the endless repetition approach. Be ready for this new, better way, the treatless dog training method, okay? We don't work with people who don't take action and are not willing to do what it takes. You have to be self-motivated and take action. You can't just be a baby and expect everybody to do everything for you. You have to take what's shown to you and apply it. You have to be motivated. You must be a motivated action taker. You must be a motivated action taker who can commit to a better way of doing things, and someone who is willing to invest in themselves and their dog. Click below. The spaces are limited. Now, if you're truly serious and want the best results in record time, schedule the complimentary strategy call. Click the little link and it'll take you to a calendar event. You can speak to me one-on-one. Yes, you'll be speaking with me. So make sure you're serious. I can't just get on the phone with somebody who has some questions. Make sure you're serious and you made a decision that, hey, I really want to better my dog and I can invest in myself and my dog. Okay. So if you're truly serious, speak with me and you want like the best results, coached one-on-one, you want me to hold you by the hand, keep you accountable, great. That's what I'm here for. I'll get you the best results in a premium experience. If that's what you're looking for, we can work on one-on-one. The other option I have is if you're more of a do-it-yourself person, there's an area where you can just buy some videos that I have. It'll go over all the basics of my method, and thousands of people have used those videos to transform their dog. I mean, maybe not to the perfect level, but they've gotten better than anything else out there. If you want that top level premium service, click the button below, give me a call. Click on the calendar, put in your information so that way I can call you back at the allotted time, and be ready. I'm going to be there helping you. I'm going to go over your dog's issues. Take note of, here, I'm actually going to say what I want you to put here. I'm going to write this in real quick. Have a primary issue ready to talk about, okay? So I have a primary issue ready to talk about. Also, I want some secondary issues. Like primary issue might be, oh, my dog barks at everybody. Secondary issue, oh, my dog chews my socks up or chews the couch up sometimes. That could even be a primary. Another thing is my dog goes pee in the house still, or my dog pulls on the leash. Have all the issues ready that your dogs have, or if you have multiple dogs as well, go over that with me. We'll talk about all that. So have everything ready for the call. Have a goal ready. What do you expect out of the training? What do you want your dog to be like? And you must be committed and ready to do this. Be serious. When we're on this call, we're going to be digging in to a step-by-step plan for you, what you can do going forward. So we're here to help you. Why am I doing this? Look, there's a lot of crap out there. Too many dogs a year getting 3 million dogs a year get put down for a training issue because the dogs are aggressive, because people can't handle the dogs, because they can't train the dogs, so they give the dog away. And guess what? Nobody can handle them because most people, don't have this training method. I can only reach so many people. So what we're doing now is trying to reach more and more people this way, and get this information out. That way, we do lower that rate. We do lower that dogs getting put down, euthanization rate, and we give people more control and trust with their dog and give themselves a happier life and your dog a happier life. Okay, if you have any questions, you know where to get me. Book that session, or go ahead and get the videos right now. It'll be starting today. Order the videos, click the order now button, and you can go ahead and get the videos, watch them today, and start on your own. Okay, if you're self-motivated and you can more do-it-yourself kind of person, you'll get some really good results with that. If you want the top-level results in a premium service, go ahead and book that call, and I will help you, okay? Have everything about your dog ready, and be ready to dig into your dog, and we'll help you as best as we can. Talk to you soon.